Hello everyone, my name is Abha and welcome to my channel. So today will be taking care of the second part of this video where we are discussing about the preparation of information security policy and standard. So while preparing it, what all things how we need to structure it and what all things we need to take into the consideration. So first 5 points we have already discussed. You can view my earlier video to look into it. So we'll be starting from the sixth point, that is about security communication and training. So now the second part has come. Now we know we you know the policy has been created, has been distributed, but sometime it happens if we distribute it as well, people are not reading it, or people don't understand the policy. So the next responsibility comes about where we talk about clearly um, in this ISPS, that how we are communicating it and how we are training it. So let's suppose if you want to communicate through emails or intranet, like a internal side of the organization, you need to you want to mention it a staff meeting, annual security, and be as a part of an annual security awareness trainings. So you need to mention it clearly here. And also, uh, if you are creating, let's suppose, the security awareness training, annual training, you need to explicitly mention that if a new employee comes, so it may possible at that particular time, you know it's not the time where you need to trigger the annual security and awareness training. But whenever a person join within a certain amount of time, that person has to complete this training, so that that person is aware about the policy and that person can be comply with the policy. And also, this is an annual requirement, so every year you need to look into it. The second is the enforcement and compliance. So here we are saying who is basically helping us to enforcing and compliance this policy. So here, whosoever is the responsible party, then we can say our information security team, our legal department, our asset protection, our human resource team, and mainly primarily responsible for enforcing the compliance with this organization. So here they are not saying they are the only one need to be compliant, because all the users, all the asset needs to be compliant with this policy. Here they are saying majorly who can assist while doing that, because let's suppose we are talking about the information security. If there is something which is corresponding to the password configuration, that is the right team to have the understanding of that and configure the system according to that. Okay. Or we are talking about the legal department. Let's suppose there are some local laws, as we are having GDPR in Europe. There are different countries having the different privacy laws. If they think for this particular region there are some modifications required in policy, they can assist that. Or involvement of a human resource, responsibility of a human resource. Whenever a new person comes, they assign that training to that person, so it can be completed on a timely basis. But definitely it's each and every person's responsibility to learn about this policy and be compliant with that. The next is exceptional requests. So what can be the exceptional requests? So we need to clearly mention that. So let's suppose if there are some application, some IT system cannot be compliant with some of the parameter of this particular policy, then what is the exception? Is there any mechanism where they can raise a ticket in service now, and they can take a approval at a different level, where the management law no, yeah, this there is a gap, and they do understand, and they do have a remediation statement over there or not. So completely it needs to be clearly mentioned over there. And what is the policy? Like, let's suppose if they have raised an exception statement, how frequently they need to again look into it. So it cannot be possible they raise an exception and then they'll not again look into that gap, because our agenda is to be compliant with the policy. Exception is only if they need some time to be compliant with that. So this is where we are talking about the exceptional request. The third is terms, key terms, where if you have used some jargons here, or not a jargon, it may possible some few people are completely from business and they can't understand the terminology which you have used in this particular policy. So in that case, you need to mention these are the terms. This is the definition for that. And the last part come where we are talking about questions about the security policies and standard. So here we are saying if you have any questions, then we need to give some reference. Like this is the email ID of a group. Here you can ask the questions, or here you can raise the tickets. So how you can contact if you have any question or questions corresponding to this policy and standard. So this is just a basic framework how you can start with this this document, but going forward definitely there are multiple other steps that we'll be discussing in our upcoming videos. Thank you so much. If you like this video, do like and share the video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.